Why is there physical tension between you both? That's today's question. Hi, I'm Sunny, and I have two piles you can choose from. From left to right, I have pile 1 and 2. So if you need more time, you're more than welcome to pause the video and then select the pile or piles of your choice. When you're ready, you're more than welcome to select both if you feel like you're gravitated towards that. So with that being said, I will start with pile number 1. So I just want to clarify that lately I've been doing 2 piles. I've been liking that. I don't know why, so hopefully you don't mind too much. So pile number 1, you guys have the 5 of Pentacles reversed, the 7 of Swords upright, and the Page of Pentacles upright. So why is there physical tension between you and them? And I don't think I clarified this, but I guess it can be I think it can be misconstrued. When there's physical tension, it could be like, oh, this person wants to like fight you or something. I didn't mean it in that context. I meant it in the attraction context. Just so you know, I know sometimes those certain words get triggered. I was gonna say that SEX, right, word. So yeah, one of those things that just I had to rephrase. So I left it as physical. Not that you guys want to like start some ish, but just wanted to clarify that. So for you guys, I feel that the reason why there's physical tension between you both, I think that they're trying to maybe, it's like they maybe in the past they had to walk away, and it doesn't have to be many years ago. I think that it could be recent, because I think of Pentacle, like I keep thinking of a time frame here with the Pentacle energy that's on the left side, where it's like not years, but like maybe a few weeks, maybe a year perhaps. But I just think there's not that long, not years and years of holding on to you, right? I just think they're trying to not pursue this. It's still there, the attraction's there, I think, but they're trying to be very composed. I feel like with the Pentacle energy, because it's on the left and on the right, I feel like they're trying to use their rationale, like their mind, to be like, okay, like, yes, this person's good looking, yes, I'm attracted to this person, but should I pursue this? No. It could be because you guys are like colleagues, or because you know each other for a long time, whether you like hang out with the same circle of friends perhaps, and you're really not, you're trying not to step on ish, right? That at least this person isn't trying to step on that ish. So I keep thinking of like, I know this is sneaky, but it's like I have to watch, I tread carefully. Like I'm treading carefully not to step on the ish, because this is where you work. You don't ish where you eat, right? So this is where you work, this is the people you like to hang out with. You don't want to change that kind of dynamic where it's like you're so used to a certain structure that just works, that if that were to cross those boundaries, they know that they would lose control, or they feel like they would have to work with a different dynamic. So I keep thinking of this Pentacle energy on the left side as time, and like they're trying their best to walk away, but they keep looking back. They keep turning back at you. It's like something keeps holding them back, like in the sense of like they keep turning. Maybe your outfits are scandalous and they keep looking, turning to look, right? Checking you out, trying to give a sneaky glimpse. Composed. But I think you picked that up. It's like they can't really hide it. Maybe it's not obvious to the eye for most people, but it is obvious to you. At least you're very aware of that. I think you're smart enough to be cunning just like them. You pick up on the sly remarks, perhaps, or the way they semi-slight a compliment. I keep thinking of like Hugh Grant, in the sense like I used to think he was charming when he was younger. It's not my cup of tea, okay? I think he lost his charm. Not because he's gotten older. I just think, I'm like, oh, that would irritate me. Like I think when I was younger, I used to like stuff like Bridget Jones' Diary, and I still think I do, but like his character, not anybody else, but his character in particular, or like when he was in like, what other movies was he at besides those Bridget Jones? He was with Sandra Bullock in 2 Weeks Notice and Notting Hill with Julia Roberts. Like his characters are very witty and smart, and sure, that's charming, but it's also kind of like his characters have like this crassness to them. Like it's one of those things where I think like I find it kind of a turn off now that I, as an adult, I'm like, oh, I like the characters, and like, yeah, sure, he's a douchey character, but that kind of cheekiness is kind of like a mean cheekiness. Yeah, I can't stand that in a man. I don't know. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm more accustomed to seeing that type of cheekiness more with women, and I'm more accustomed to that, and I'm just like indifferent. But if I see that on a man, it's such a turn off. But it's entertaining nonetheless, I will say that. So maybe there's a certain thing they do that maybe you pick that up subtly. It's like, sure, they could be dry. There's a dryness to them. But maybe you feel it's because there's pent-up energy. Also feels like there's dryness, there's witty humor, but it's like selective. It's like one of those things like sometimes you feel like, oh, it's humorous for many people, but then there's other days where you're just like, oh, he's just rubbing you the wrong way. So, and it could be a her too, right? So she could be rubbing you off the wrong way. It's like, oh man, this person is just, they're most definitely laughing at you, not with you. That's the kind of vibe, not necessarily just with you, but just could be with other people. So like, it's like one of those things where it's like, you catch them on a good day, catch them on a bad day, but to each their own. But the tension's there. Maybe it's the fact that you kind of slipped away, and I you know what, I'm also thinking of, is it Spader? James Spader? James Spade? Oh, what's his name? The guy from Pretty in Pink. I mean, he's done other movies too, but that's the one character I'm thinking about. Not Blaine, that's the main guy. Steph, there you go. Steph is a guy who's, plays the jerk in the movie, and he wants to get with Molly Ringwald's character. I forgot her name. I'm just gonna say Molly Ringwald's character, but basically, he tries to be snarky and snooty and snobby, and maybe others don't see that, right? Because when he spoke to her, most of the time it was on private time, where away from prying eyes. And you pick that up. It's the same way. I keep thinking like maybe they do want to hook up with you, right? And the tension's there. But I think you're like, meh. For some people it could be just the disinterest of like, you have potential, but you choose to be crass or rude or just snooty or like looking down below people, that it can rub you off the wrong way. So it's like momentary tension, but not for long. So I keep thinking of it with this pile. It's like, sure, you pick it up, sure, you're attractive, sure, they're attracted to you too. It's like both parties, but I also think there's like, you guys kind of just have very brief moments where you guys can be cheeky and flirty, but it's not for long, because I think you guys get under each other's skin. There's something about it that feels like it's like not on and off, like you're back with each other. It's like you're interested, but you're like, never mind, I'm like over this person. You looked at the finer details of this person, you kind of took a good look, you're like, never mind. And I think of it in that sense too with this person. It's like they saw the opportunity, maybe they take up opportunities here and there where they can actually talk to you and charm you, but they always mess it up. It's like they're always put their foot in the mouth, or they're someone. With this Five of Pentacles reverse, I feel like they could come in and like be helpful and like sympathetic, but they choose not to be. Like maybe they just, when you really want them to be around, they're just like giving you a cold shoulder. Or maybe they're more self-interested in their own gain rather than helping people. It's like they feel kind of, I don't know necessarily to say two-faced, just maybe it's a little bit more fake or artificial. Their kindness might be more subjective. So I just think of that with the Seven of Swords. It's like, sure, it's charming. They'll have their opportunities to be sneaky or like tiptoe around what they really want, right? And desire. But it's mostly to keep themselves safe. Like they don't want to get hurt. And it could be both ways too. But also it's like you guys have a lot to lose. It's like, is it like a power dynamic maybe? Where it's like, you could be colleagues, you could know each other by friends. I keep thinking of that. But the dynamic feels like no one's giving in. But yeah, I just think for this pile, they have charm, they're good looking. But I think they could sometimes subtly be bitter. There's like this sourness maybe perhaps to them, or maybe the relationship between you all has soured sometimes over time, mostly because you see through them, right? With the Seven of Swords, you choose to look elsewhere for more substantial connections with people, also with the Pentacle on the right. So yeah, I just think like you're trying to have fun, both of you, but the tension remains nonetheless. I think it's something like maybe a missed opportunity, or like, I don't think it's like super missed. I think it's more like you purposely miss it because you're like, oh, what am I gonna do with you? Like, I don't know. I just keep thinking like you could have a good time, but you kind of just don't want to take it further than that. It's a waste of time. It's like a waste of interest. It's like I keep thinking like they're not worth it, and the same feeling goes vice versa. It's like you don't feel like it's deeper than that, the physical tension. Yeah, I just feel there's something about it. It just feels, I keep thinking of Hugh Grant with this. Maybe they have strong air and pentacle air sign energy. But yeah, there's physical, or maybe you were there, and or he or she was there. Somebody was there when the other person needed help or nobody was around, and you know, it could be like one of those things where like a rebound, perhaps. The tension could still be there. Some of you guys could have hooked up, but it doesn't mean you guys would see it like continue. I think maybe it's like one time kind of thing. I just don't see it progressing, mostly because there's like dissatisfaction here. It's like, oh, like you're nice to look at, but like that's it, and it's mutual feelings. It's like you don't wanna push those boundaries further than that, because it's just not, your personalities clash. It's like you might have the same interests and ideals, but like the emotional aspect's missing, that connection. It's just like all brain and physicalness. Yeah, I keep thinking of that. It's like I keep thinking of like a Venus-Saturn connection. I don't know, something about that just feels kind of semi-disinterested, but the tension's there. I guess it's nice to look at, it's nice to talk to, it's witty, you keep them on their toes perhaps, and that's why they like that. Or you could both have very like calculating personalities too. Something about it just feels kind of slow perhaps. It's like disinterested, like you guys are both looking elsewhere. I mean, you guys can do the deed, but you're like, after that, you're both bouncing. You guys you guys got stuff to do. But the physical tension's there because like you guys share similar not personalities, traits, interests, work ethic, structure, like interest in money, working, growing perhaps, but not like emotionally or spiritually or anything like that. It's like boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. I think you guys like to play it safe when it comes to your heart, and I think that's why this could work, because I don't think you guys are invested in each other. You're invested in other things, but not in this like that. So that's why there's still physical tension between you both. Maybe it's the wanting to like get close to somebody, but like being scared to get hurt, or being interested in that, but knowing that the dynamics could change, things like that. Things that could need carefully looked over and watched over. So thank you, pile number 1. Pile number 2, you guys have the 5 of Wands upright, the Knight of Swords upright, and the 8 of Cups upright. So I'll take a quick water break before I continue. So pile number 2, I think that the physical tension between you both is either because somebody wants to pursue someone like insistently. Is that the word that I'm trying? Insistently or incessantly? I think it's incessantly, I think. It basically means like nonstop. That's the word I'm trying to say. So someone's trying to pursue this like tunnel vision. Maybe because someone thinks someone's a catch and they're good looking and they're just like, oh, this person has it going on. And that's why they're like, well, if everybody else wants them, I want into. It still feels like, I don't know if somebody walks away from that. Like, is that why there's physical, like they want the most. I keep thinking like this person wants the most attention. Like, I want to stand out, and I want to be, or I want to be the first one to talk to you, or like DM you, or take you out, or like not hit it and quit it, but they want first dibs. So maybe they're like first dibs on you, right? So I keep thinking of that, or that could be you. You could also be that kind of energy of like, I get first dibs, right? Someone who's very direct and has no issues putting people in their place. I think like they like that there's competition, that they like that there's people wanting you, and there's desire there. They like that. There's a competitive nature. Maybe they can compete with you, and that's something that like it turns them on in a sense of like knowing that there's like a fire spunky energy to you. But the physical like the physical tension might stem from the fact that they never get a chance, maybe, or they maybe there's like a longing here, mostly because of the 8 of Cups. It's like walking away, taking the higher ground or something. It feels more like a sore loser. That's the kind of energy I feel like in this pile. It's like, man, they really fought to like talk to you and like flirt with you and stuff, but like none of their efforts worked. It was like in vain. So I feel like eventually they tire out and like they lose interest. It feels more like they lost their interest pretty fast. You're like, oh, nothing's gonna come out of it, okay, whatever. They like moved on to something shinier, not pretty or anything like that. People could be pretty and whatever, it's just personal taste. But I just think like their personal interest was lost, I think they change their mind often with this Knight of Swords. Like the sword and the wand energy just kind of makes me feel like short term interest. Something that's fast, then it kind of dissolves and dissipates just as fast. Yeah, I kind of wonder if they just focus on like the superficialness of it. I mean, I could understand with the question, like why there's still physical tension between you both. And it could be maybe you just, for some, you guys could have rejected, or you could have not shown interest in them. Maybe like just because they're standardized, like a standardized version of a good-looking person, doesn't mean they're your kind of good-looking person. I think you probably found flaws in them. Maybe sometimes I feel please don't take this as like a personal attack, fire signs, but sometimes I feel like sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you feel that fire signs have the body but maybe they don't have the face, right? They're not a butter face, they don't have to be. Sometimes it can be because they're so focused on looking good that they're like trying to maybe not have people focus on that. I don't know, but it's more so maybe you're just a face person. I can't help but feel that. It's like, yeah, they're good looking, but they're not your type of good looking, you know? It's like something's missing. You keep finding like not flaws, but things that just don't measure up to your interests. Not expectations, just interests. It's like, it's good, but it could be better. It's just like, it's kind of like not fully, it's just like maybe not gassing you up enough. I don't know. It's just something feels like lagging. I keep thinking of that with this pile. It's like, they're great, sure, but like they're great for like a short time, not a long time. It's like, and then maybe you've matured. Maybe that's why I keep getting that with 8 of Cups. Oh my god, that's probably why. The 8 of Cups energy just kind of gives me like, yeah, this was good at some point, but like that doesn't suffice for me anymore, and therefore like I walk away. So like I'm going on to greener pastures, or I'm like taking the next step and like taking the high road because I'm not like working with this. It's like not enough. Something just feels like, yeah, this was good like maybe like 2 years ago, but like I've grown different interests. And maybe you're just someone that looks more at face and personality too than just certain physical traits. And that's where it's kind of lagging in that sense. It's like lacking and lagging. It's like, oh, missed your shot, missed your chance. So yeah, I just keep thinking of that. It's like, maybe you're not into, maybe I'm making them seem so like dumb, but they're not. I just think the kind of person you're specifically thinking about is like focused on very different things. And I think you're interested in more depth. I don't know, I just feel like you want different things. Different and new. Something that breaks from your usual type, sorry. And I don't know, I just feel like this person had it, but like they missed the blank, they missed the point. And there's something about it that just feels like if you don't hit the point, then you're just the bullseye basically. You're just not looking for like a hookup, or you're not looking to see them again a few times, right? For a little bit more fun. I don't know, I just think there's something lacking for pile number 2 that makes me wonder, like, is it because of that? Is it like, I keep thinking of that, like, I keep thinking of you being interested at some point maybe, but not anymore. Or maybe the situation could also be like, you felt that they were probably talking to too many people, like aiming for everybody, and you're just like, nah, that's not me. Like, I'm not gonna fight with other people. I kind of just thought you would be just talking to me and not trying to simultaneously play other people or play the field at the same time, right? I mean, it's fair game if it's not necessarily you're being exclusive. I think that's why communication is important. But maybe they just kind of didn't see that as an issue, and you did. So like, there's somehow like miscommunication in your interest or what you wanted out of this connection. But yeah, I just feel like the competition either was too overbearing or like maybe you were blindsided, like, oh, excuse me. Yeah, I keep getting this vibe of the interest no longer being there. Just kind of want a confirmation card as to why. I didn't do that for the previous pile, but I'll do it for this one. So you guys got the Six of Wands pile number 2. I'll just move these. There. Okay, sorry. I had to take some water. Six of Wands to me reverse feels like you're not being seen. So maybe you weren't feeling seen, or maybe the other person wasn't feeling seen, or it could be both. That you wanted to be seen in a different light, acknowledged, like praised, applauded maybe for your appearance or for your efforts. It didn't go like that. So they just looked elsewhere, or you looked elsewhere for the same reason. It's like, I mean, you showed interest, but not the kind of interest you wanted. Therefore, you're a little dissatisfied and feel like you are ignored or not seen the way you want to be seen and applauded. Maybe it's the lack of effort too, because I think of wand energy coming out twice is like, maybe their efforts weren't the efforts you wanted. Maybe somebody was putting more than the other party. Could have been uneven. But yeah, definitely different things. It's like, you're showing lack of interest. Maybe you're not interested in somebody who's like all brawn and no brains. I keep getting that vibe. And that same logic can apply to women too. It's like maybe you just think they're all about their physical appearance and that's it. There's no depth to them. And that's where you're kind of showing disinterest. And that's why like their sexual, oops. I was trying not to say that word. I hope it doesn't, it's not one of those words that like make my video not pop up. Yeah, there's physical tension there. But it feels like it dissolves. Either it dissolves fast or just dissipates as fast as it comes in. And I can't help but feel like, is it because you think they're a butterface? Or they're just too involved in talking to too many people at the same time? And like, sure, they're single and living it up, but like, they're living it up a little too much? Is that one of those things where you're just like, I just want something a little more serious? Or like, you want something that's gonna be like a hookup that eventually leads to maybe more commitment, perhaps? Or maybe you just want to talk. You literally could just be interested in talking with people and getting to know them and seeing, like, basically weeding them out to see if there's someone that suits your life, and they just want very different things. So I can't help but feel like that's one of the reasons why you kind of just lose your interest. And so does this person. It's like, you think you're both attractive, but it's very different worlds. Very different communication. Someone feels more maybe crass or rude or direct. Or like, I keep thinking of like Hulk smash. And I think you're a little bit more elaborate with your emotions and your needs. And I think they might understand some things, but they just simplify it. They don't try to overcomplicate things. And maybe you want a little bit more complicated things. But yeah, I just keep thinking you guys want very different things, and that's why it's there. The attraction's there, but if you did pursue it, it just didn't feel like it lasted long. It's like fleeting. It's like once or twice, and that was it. Like that's all you needed to get it out of your system and like walk away. But yeah, that's why the tension's there. It's because you like each other, but you're not like in love with each other, right? You just have very different personalities. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. It helps me out with my algorithm, and I'll see you in a different video. So bye everybody, have a nice day.